Ticket Machine is the official ticket broker of Spartan Nation. No matter what you need a ticket for, border to border, coast to coast, the Ticket Machine is your ticket source. So whether you need to get into the hottest concerts, the best sporting events, you want the best seats in the house, or you just want to get in the door, when you want to go to any event that requires a ticket, anywhere, border to border, coast to coast, it's always theticketmachine.com. Theticketmachine.com, 517-655-3201. Check it out today at theticketmachine.com.
What time is the football game on Saturday?
Noon.
Noon, okay, thanks. I knew that was kind of pending at one point, and so we were working around that and just wanted to make sure where that was at. But yeah, guys, we're coming right into the fire here. So we have one of the toughest weekends in volleyball in the Big Ten is Minnesota and Wisconsin, which this year, their rankings, I was trying to look it up because I never know these things, but Minnesota is 3 and Wisconsin 7. But, I was laughing at it a little bit when I looked at 6 teams in the top 12 are from the Big Ten. So I go, okay, all right, whatever, right? But it is always a challenge, and it's always exciting in the Big Ten to play some of the very best and to put yourself up against that. So in Minnesota, the first night, Minnesota has been very powerful over the last couple of years, and they're led by a setter who is a senior for them, and she has been all-conference, all-American in the last 4 years and has really done some great things with what she does with her offense, and it's a fast-paced, active, kind of unpredictable offense that you have to try to slow down, and you're never really going to truly stop it, but it's how are you going to slow it down. And so they have a right side hitter who was as a freshman an All-American first team, and same thing with Wisconsin. We have a first team All-American freshman from last year that come in, and they're now sophomores, and they're continuing their reign of terror in the Big Ten. And so we have those players playing against us, and it's exciting in a sense. I love this kind of competition. I love the fact that your players have to learn how to play against the very best, and it's exciting in that sense. And yet we know we have to slow things down, and we have to come up with a way that we need to score. And so our team is making steady progress. We took a step back last Friday and wasn't real pleased with that performance, but rebounded a little bit on Saturday. But knowing that our team is just learning from everything that we have put in front of us, I like to see the steady improvement in the way that our team is going to attack that. And so yes, there's things we're continually working on, but yet there's a lot of promise there, and so we just have to kind of keep the course, stay in the process, and continue to strengthen our abilities against against our opponents. So I do think that there's been some improvements, some of our setting improvements, some of our defensive abilities. We're starting to understand what we're trying to do and clean that up a little bit, because our digs to kills needs to improve. Our transition offense has to get better, and yet we're going to be doing it against 2 of the very top teams in the country. So we're definitely keeping our mind where it needs to be, and getting in the gym again today. So, any questions?
You don't get concerned that your team's going to get discouraged with the lack of success?
That's a good question. I mean, and you have to kind of keep that all in its perspective. So what is their perspective? Well, if we can get our teams to see the small successes in this fact, and see that they're improving, and seeing where maybe they haven't done things as well, and make sure they're not looking at it as a negative thing, but as a very positive thing in terms of opportunities to improve, I think you can be all right with that. I know that can happen with teams. When you lose, you can get very discouraged. There's no doubt about it. But really, our focus. I didn't expect that against the #1 setter in the country last week that like they were going to stop her altogether. I mean, that's a little unrealistic. But what it's taken her 4 years to get where she is, and so you look at these things and you say, okay, in perspective, what do we have now? Yes, we want to win, and we are not conceding any of that. We're saying, yes, we're going to go up, we're going to put our best against every team that we play, and we're going to look for all those things that are going to put us in a successful pattern. So put yourself in position and then capture when you can, and you just kind of keep going after that. But we, our team has a good outlook. They're a young team that understands they aren't going to just come in by storm and repeat in an Elite 8 this year. That wasn't the thing. We didn't expect you to just fall into that. You have to work for that, and when you have 6 teams in the top 12 in the country, you got to understand that you're putting yourself up against the best. So you got to be challenged. You got to challenge yourself, and you got to be tough. You just got to be tough. and that's where this is at, so.
Yeah, you
Yes.
told us at the start of the year that you didn't want this to be a rebuilding year, but a growing year for your players. And do you feel like that they've grown at the rate that you were expecting?
Yeah, I think that we have been growing, there's no doubt about it, but every once in a while we'll take a big step back, and and it's and that's sometimes the things that you focus on the wrong things, the doubt or frustration or frustration errors or those types of things. Can't have those, and you've got to be able to rebound back. And when we are able to kind of see where we fell into that, we're able to kind of look at that and try to keep bouncing back. So that's what we're doing. And I mean, it's just, you have to decide on how long you're going to stay in a frustration, that type of thing. You don't have time to. This is going to continue to push you. So yes, we've taken steps forward. If I look at tape from the beginning of the year till now, we've improved a lot, but sometimes you forget that. And so we've got to continue to push in the right direction. So, yes.
Alyssa Karnowski and Jamie Katz have really stepped up this year and shown their leadership skills on the court. How are they doing with these young players, and how have they been helping them, improve their skills throughout the season?
I think that what you need to do is, Alyssa has been really doing a great job in the front row, and she's got such great ability and has had a tremendous year. And I think that taking the pressure off from making key plays, and the same with Jamie. They're making great plays at key times, and those are the things that have to keep you going. Jamie is just she's just a really tough kid, and so she's out there, and I think leads by example, but also gets to the next play quicker, and is able to help young people watch that and learn from that. But they are. Alyssa. She's probably one of the top outside hitters in the league, and she's staying the course, so that's really great on her part. But the other thing that's really impressive about her is her blocking ability, and some of the things she's growing in the back row is really important for us. All right, well, thank you guys, and we will see you.